Hello. I'm Russian, Nikolai.
Why are you Russian?
I'm Russian because I just finished watching the OA.
Oh.
And her author, well, she travels to different dimensions but it's in her body all the time, but her body in another dimension was Russian. Her name was Nina something Kovic. I don't remember the last name. But, yes, so that is why I'm Russian.
Interesting. Your Russian accent isn't actually that bad if we're going off of a stereotypical Russian accent.
Thanks. I've been practicing. Actually, I kind of have because in Curse of Strahd, which is the very first D&D campaign that I DM'd, it's like Dracula. It's like a vampire thing, and they all have like Russian accents, so I had to talk like that a lot.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
so I did kind of practice.
It paid off, I guess.
Yeah, guess so.
Now you can use it again, even though I would prefer that you didn't.
So I gotta tell you.
Tell me.
I had a hell of a coffee experience today.
Oh, me too. I'll tell you about mine, but you go first.
I went to Dunkin' Donuts for the first time in a while. I had a gift card, and I got a large iced coffee, and it was thin. They have Girl Scout cookie flavors, so I got the thin mint flavor.
Oh, that sounds not good.
No, it was very good.
Oh, it was.
But
good.
I also got it with cream and sugar.
Okay.
So it was basically a thin mint milkshake. Tasted very good, but
tell me,
it was both a lot of caffeine and a lot of sugar.
Oh, I bet there was just like spoons of sugar in that thing.
I felt sick the rest of the day. I haven't had that much sugar in a long time or caffeine. Well, I have a pretty decent amount of caffeine, but mixed with the sugar, it was bad. I felt sick. I had a pounding headache the rest of the day, and it had to be because my insulin was spiking. And yeah, I just did not feel fantastic, and I woke up feeling great, and my day just went downhill from there.
Wow.
Because I did it like first thing in the morning.
That sounds.
I got that big ass coffee, and then a bacon, egg, and cheese on a bagel, and some hash browns.
That sounds pretty good.
It was very good. I like getting the sandwiches on the bagel and not anything else.
I also like English muffins, though, if we're just talking generally about breakfast sandwiches.
I guess. I'll take the bagel.
Yeah. I just don't like if bagels get too... Like, I don't like when they are either over-toasted or under-toasted. They have to be the right amount of toasted.
They do a pretty good job at Dunkin' Donuts. One time, I was kidnapping someone, and
Classic.
we went to Dunkin' Donuts, and I was like, can I get a bacon, egg, and cheese on a bagel? And they're like, sure. Which kind of bagel? And I was like, oh my God, I don't just have to have it on a plain bagel?
No.
Nobody's ever given me the option before.
How have you never been given that option before?
Never. They always just give me a plain bagel. I didn't know I could pick. So I put it on a cinnamon raisin bagel or whatever it is.
Wait, what?
It was very good.
What kind of breakfast sandwich did you put on a cinnamon raisin?
Bacon, egg, and cheese on a cinnamon.
That sounds disgusting.
Is it cinnamon raisin? Is it?
That sounds disgusting.
No, it was very good. Is it cinnamon raisin? Is that the bagel flavor?
You just mixed sweet and savory in the same sandwich.
Yeah, it was perfect.
You should have done like an everything
get
bagel.
A donut. I almost did everything, but everything's a little much for me.
Oh, I love everything bagels. Or the sesame seed ones. Those are good too.
Well, it was good.
Interesting. Okay, good to know.
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you about my coffee experience. So,
sure.
I was downtown. There was this booth. Like, I sent you a picture. It's like a little hut, and it's called, I think it's called Cafe X. Okay, so Cafe X. So you walk up, and there's like a little kiosk thing. You like choose your coffee there, and then you pay, and then it gives you a code, and then you go over to like the Cafe X window, and there's like 3 spots, like keypads. And then you type in your code, and then there's a little robot arm inside, like behind this glass, and it starts making your coffee, and then it like puts it behind where you typed your code in, and then it opens up, and there's your coffee.
So it makes the drinks too. It makes them and then distributes them.
Yeah.
There's only one robot arm?
There's only one robot arm, and it's like moving everywhere.
What if it gets so busy and it just can't keep up? It needs employees. It needs coworkers.
I feel like it does, but it did not have any. And it was doing
So you
fine.
got one? You got a coffee from here?
I got one.
Was it good coffee?
No. But I only got black coffee because I was like, if I'm going to have a robot arm at a stand on the side of the street, I should not try and get too fancy with this.
No, but that's how you know whether or not a shop has good coffee or not. You just get the plain black coffee because then it can't hide behind all these milks and sugars and like flavoring.
Yeah, I think here's my problem. I've been drinking things like making my own French press or pour overs, or getting like a Philz, which is, you know, like made to order pour overs. And those just like taste so much fresher. I think this was just like dispensed. So it kind of tasted like I was getting a plain black coffee from Starbucks or something, which was like boring.
When I was in Georgia this weekend, I drank a lot of hotel coffee.
Yeah.
Using the packets they give you in the room.
Where you put like the hot water on it.
Yeah, you like put the cup of hot water in the machine, you put it back in. It was actually good coffee.
Yeah, because that's like a pour over.
Yeah, I liked it a lot.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
I didn't try the coffee at like the free breakfast. It was just came out of a canister. I didn't think it was gonna be as good, but the ones in the room was really good.
I'm gonna send. You're going to Abby's this weekend, aren't you?
Yes.
I'm gonna send
Saturday.
some coffee things there so you can try them.
You're gonna send them right now?
Yeah, it's gonna get there on Saturday.
That's pretty quick. All right. That's in like a day and a half.
Oh, maybe not.
One day. I mean, it's almost Friday right now.
Okay, maybe I'll send it to Lisa's house.
Still probably not gonna get there in time.
Till Monday.
Maybe.
On Monday. Won't you be
Oh,
back?
on Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, maybe.
Okay.
You can just overnight it.
That sounds hard.
It sounds more expensive.
Yeah. So I'm not going to do that. Okay, I'll send you some pour over things.
Yeah, I know a couple episodes back, you said you're going to give me a pour over cone.
I know, but
and
then
I never got it.
Well, here's the thing. I have some follow-up questions for you. One,
Mm-hmm.
are you going to buy some coffee filters for your pour over cone?
Already have a ton of coffee filters.
I know, but you need
'Cause I have a
certain
pot.
ones.
Well, yeah, okay, I'll buy the coffee filters.
And then do you have ground coffee?
I'm currently out, but I'll get some.
Okay, then I'll send you one.
Obviously.
I'll send you one.
All right.
All right. Okay, so wait, I actually think that was all with my story of the coffee. It
With
was
the Cafe
average.
X.
Yeah. But a robot made it, so it was kind of fun.
Yeah, that kind of is gonna put. You think it's gonna put regular people out of cafe business?
No. People
Probably not the big people like Starbucks and Dunkin'.
People love the barista experience.
Do they?
Don't they?
I don't know. I'm pretty indifferent towards it.
I'm going to see.
I don't really care otherwise. But speaking of robots,
Yeah.
you know your girl Gemma Chan?
Yeah, I like her.
So she's got a show she did before the Crazy Rich Asians called Humans.
Mm-hmm.
And she plays a robot in it.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, it's about, well, I only watched one episode, but it's about, they have these robots called synths.
Okay.
And they're like the new tech craze. And they're basically like you buy one and it's basically like a I don't know if it's a girl, it's a second wife, it's a guy, it's a second, or the other way around, or not, I suppose.
Yep.
Anyway, they just they do chores, they go grocery shopping, they're just like a maid. But they're like robots. And I think I only watched one episode. I think they start becoming super aware and rebel.
Okay.
Or malfunction or something, because it kept flashing forward and back. So it would flash backwards to where Gemma Chan's a robot in these people's households, and then would flash forward to where she's on the run, and then she got kidnapped by humans. I don't know.
Wow.
So I only watched the one episode because then I got stuck on this show called The Order on Netflix.
I've never heard of that. What's that about?
It just came out pretty recently. It's about this kid goes to college.
Okay. And
at college, there's a secret society.
Okay.
Called the Order of the Blue Rose or something like that. I don't know.
Okay.
And the secret society, turns out they know magic and they do magics.
Interesting.
And he really wants to be in the secret society because you find out that the leader of this order was responsible for his mother's death. So he wants to be in the society to take him down. Then, plot twist, there's werewolves as well.
Dang.
And the werewolves have their own order. They're called the Knights of Columbus.
Okay. And
their one goal in life is to stop people from using bad magic and kill those people. So, and then, spoiler alert, he accidentally gets turned into a werewolf, this kid. So now he's in the order, the magic order, so he can do magic, and he's also a werewolf.
Wow.
Yeah.
Have you ever, speaking of werewolves and things, have you ever seen the movie What We Do in the Shadows?
No.
Okay. Well, you should watch it. It's hilarious and very stupid. But it's basically like vampires living in present day New Zealand.
Okay.
I think that's where they're living. But they're just roommates. So it's a mockumentary about them living together as roommates, and it's hilarious. They obviously only go out at night, and they'll get all dressed up and go out to the bars. But a vampire can't go in anywhere unless they're invited in. So, so they'll go and talk to the bouncer and try to get the bouncer to say things to invite them in. They're never invited in. So then there's one bar that's owned by vampires. It's where all the vampires go. So then they always get invited in there, but they're just they want to go other places, and then they obviously bring people to their house and kill them because they need their blood to survive and whatnot.
Yeah.
But it's hilarious. It's on Amazon. You should watch it. The reason I bring it up is because there's a show coming out with, I think it's made by the writers or the same characters. So I'm excited to watch it because I think it's going to either be hilarious or stupid, but regardless, hilarious, I think.
That reminds me, that sounds really good. I'll probably watch it because
it's not really good. Keep your standards low.
Oh, okay.
But it's hilarious.
Well, one of my favorite shows in college, it actually was a really good show, was called, shoot. It was very good. It was about a ghost, a werewolf, and a vampire are roommates. And in present day times. and it was very good, and I can't remember what it's called now, and it bothers me.
I have no idea what that's called.
Shoot, it was so good. It'll come to me.
All right.
I don't know.
I feel good about it.
Sally the Ghost.
What?
Because I remember the ghost's name was Sally.
So lame.
Being Human. It's called Being Human.
Being Human. Let me look this up.
There's a British version and an American version. I watched the American version. It was really good. I think I tried to watch the British version and didn't like it quite as much.
I feel like the British version would be better. British TV is just so good.
It usually is better. British versions are usually better, but
I have
I don't know
never
why I
seen this
didn't
show in
finish
my
it.
whole life.
What?
I've never even heard of it.
It's very good. It's very funny and very awesome. You should watch it.
This looks like what's that other one? Vampire Diaries.
Kind of. It's a lot less teenagery. It's way more mature and adult-y. It deals more with adult issues and situations than like, I love this guy, but I also love this guy, and this guy also likes me a lot. And now I'm a vampire, and I just want to suck both their necks, but I can't because that one will be mad. It's not any of that, really.
Okay. I must say that the people in the British version are a million times less attractive.
Yeah, I think I do remember
Which
that.
Which is kind of strange. Like, frighteningly less attractive.
Yeah, the blonde girl name, actually, the ghost too is pretty attractive.
Not in the British version.
In the American one.
I see.
Yeah, so is the blonde girl.
Fascinating.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a very good show. It kind of makes me want to watch it all over again.
My friend today told me about some shows that I don't think I would like, but I think you would like. One has the guy who plays Dr. Cox from Scrubs.
Oh.
Do you know what his name is?
No.
Me either.
I mean, you could just Google Dr. Cox, though.
His name's Perry Cox.
Yeah. In Scrubs.
I know.
Perry.
He's played by John McGinley. Okay. So here's his show. It's called Stan Against Evil.
Stan or Stand?
Stan. First name,
Stan
Stan.
Against Evil.
Yeah, so it's a comedy. It's supposed to be like a comedy horror series.
Okay.
He's forced to give up his job because of an angry outburst that he had at his wife's funeral.
Okay.
Which is interesting. Okay. So
yeah, why?
I'm not
sure. It's his wife's funeral. Let him be angry.
I'm reading the summary. I'm not sure what really happens, but it's supposed to be a comedy horror film or show.
Okay.
So it's on Amazon Prime.
Must be pretty good. There's at least 4 seasons, I see. Or it's still on TV, it looks like.
Yeah.
2016 to present.
Okay, and then there's another one. You know Tom Felton?
Tom Felton. Is that his real name?
Yeah.
I do. Yeah, that's Draco Malfoy.
Yeah, he's in a show right now that apparently is also good. I think it's called Origin.
It sounds kind of familiar.
I've never seen that one either, but those were the 2 shows recommended to me.
Origin TV series.
So
okay.
I think that one is something about like there's like an alternate dimension of some sort, or like a planet.
That seems more up my alley.
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe give it a go.
Yeah, I'll check that one out.
Okay. All right, that's all I got for you.
I do have a Doctor Who update.
Oh, tell me.
Because I downloaded the most recent season while I was out of town and watched it in the hotel.
Okay.
And this was the season with the very first girl doctor.
Oh, yeah. What'd you think?
Lady doctor. It's not necessarily that she was not good, but this season was not good. And I don't know exactly why. The plots weren't as deep and as complex as they usually are. There was no... So what Doctor Who usually does is they have like a big overarching plot that develops and unravels across the whole season. And then each episode has its own plot too.
Okay.
This one didn't have that really.
Like the episode, or it didn't tie to the total?
It didn't have the overarching plot really. it just had the individual episode plots, and their big thing was like the villain in the first episode in the season appears again in the last episode, and that was it.
Oh, that's a stretch.
Yeah, it just wasn't very good. I'm hoping she does another season, because they like anytime the Doctor regenerates, he's got to like figure out like his new body and stuff who he is. They spent like way too many episodes doing that. So it was like the Doctor didn't really know who she was really, and there was like continuity issues. Like in one episode she would say something like, "I love a conspiracy," and then a couple episodes later she'd be like, "If there's one thing I hate, it's a conspiracy."
You know,
it's like,
the
well,
only
okay.
reason you recognize that, or like you notice that, because you binged it. People that watched it like 1 week later don't remember that.
Yeah, because it would have been like 3 weeks apart.
Yeah.
Those episodes.
That's how I felt about when I rewatched Gilmore Girls, and then I would watch like 10 episodes. No, not 10. They're like hour-long episodes.
Yeah.
Like 3 or 4 episodes, though, and then see Emily Gilmore's outfits repeat. And I'd be like, okay, she just wore that like 2 days ago. But realistically, it would have been like months.
Months, yeah. Or even like when you binge, you probably like, it's an hour for you, but how much time has passed from episode to episode?
Days.
It could be like
Days.
the next week. Yeah, so she could be just be her Monday outfit, or maybe
I don't like that.
it's next
I
month.
want her to change outfits when I change watching. I've been watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yeah,
I told you that.
you did.
And I'm really into it. I find it to be hilarious.
I do remember watching at least the first season. I don't know how much after I watched of it.
I'm hooked. I'm on it.
Why are you hooked?
Because I love those shows that are like short and like easy to watch, and none of the episodes like big themes relate, but like episode to episode you don't need to be like staying there paying attention completely.
So do you like New Girl?
I love New Girl.
How about The Office?
I like The Office, yes, until Steve Carell was gone.
I've never seen like a single episode of The Office.
Oh, The Office is pretty funny, but I don't know if it's your kind of humor.
Maybe not. Like, there's some things I've seen, like, the parkour thing's hilarious.
There's a lot of things that are hilarious. I actually watched a lot of episodes today because, not episodes, like clips from The Office, because of, like, the constant feud and, like, pranking between Dwight and Jim.
Yeah.
Well, I'm trying to get some ideas because Monday is April Fool's Day.
Oh, it is, huh?
Yeah, so I needed some Office ideas.
Oh.
You know, like figure out who I
So
can
you
prank.
can prank at the office?
Yeah, today I kind of pranked someone because this guy that sits next to me leaves his computer unlocked at all times. So I connected my Bluetooth keyboard to his computer. So then when he came back and he was trying to type things, I was typing on his computer.
That's pretty funny, actually.
And he was like, guys, something weird is happening. I think someone has taken over my computer. And then I had to get up.
What were you typing?
Well, we tend to attack this guy a little bit because he always leaves his computer unlocked. So my friend Stephanie came over and, like, turned on narrator mode on his computer.
Yeah.
So, like, his computer was listening to him and, like, taking notes and things. So there was a screen that popped up that said, like, narrator mode. So immediately he thought something was going wrong. So he saw that. And then I was typing things like, hi, Derek, this is the narrator. And then he was like, what is narrator mode? And he starts Googling it. And then I was typing in his Google screen, like, what are you doing, Derek? And then he was just staring at a screen for a while, like reading something. So I typed wherever his cursor was, what are you looking at? He was so freaked out. He restarted his computer twice. It doesn't change anything.
Didn't matter.
Because Because then when he was trying to type his password in to like unlock the computer, I was typing, so he couldn't get in. It's so mean.
Jesus, that's pretty funny.
It was hilarious. I mean, just lock your computer, man. Come on.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. It was funny, though.
That's pretty funny. I watched that Black Mirror Bandersnatch movie.
I don't know what that
is. Are you familiar? Are you familiar with the Black Mirror TV series?
Yeah, I hate the first episode. Ugh.
All right, so they came out with a movie.
Okay.
And it is interactive.
How?
So you watch through the film, and then prompts pop up on the screen, and you get to pick between usually 2 or 3 options, and then the movie, it's like a choose your own adventure kind of thing. So it'd be something as simple as like he's sitting on the bus, and it's kind of it takes place earlier, like 90s, I think. So he's got like not a CD player, like a cassette player.
Mm-hmm.
And he pulls out 2, and you get to pick which one he's going to listen to. And so then he pops that one in, and then it like gets like your choices start to matter more. Like he's a video game designer, so he gets this deal, and you decide whether to take it or not. And then the point is to get to the end of the movie. And if you keep making the wrong choices, you have to like go back and start over.
This sounds like a video game.
Well, yeah, that's kind of the point, because the movie is about him creating a video game that is a choose your own adventure. Like you go left or right in the past. And it's supposed to like highlight the illusion of free will, because the whole thing is like the choices just didn't matter. You always end up in the same place. I don't know. But the reason I brought it up is because something similar kind of happens where he's like making the video game and he's watching the TV. And in the movie, he's like, I feel like I'm not in control of my own decisions. And at some point, you get to pop up on his TV screen and try and tell him what Netflix is and like explain, like tell him you're in control. And it's super meta. It's weird.
So do I watch this on Netflix?
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, but you have to like hold the remote, because during some scenes, the prompt will come up. Yeah, you actually have to pay attention. I mean, otherwise it just picks whatever one the cursor's on.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, that sounds fascinating. Maybe I should watch that.
Yeah, you should give it a shot. It's technically, I think, like an hour and a half long, but depending on what you pick, it could take a lot longer than that.
Oh, no.
Well, probably not days. I think it took me about that long.
So can I Google the right answers so that I click them all?
I don't know enough about it to know if there's actually right answers. Like, there might be a bunch of different combinations of answers that get you to the end. I just Googled Bandersnatch right answers.
Bandersnatch.
Is there a right way to watch it?
Bandersnatch. What a weird name. This guy looks creepy.
It's the name of the game he's creating, and also a book.
Interesting.
There's only one person in it.
The whole time?
That I recognized.
Oh.
No, not the whole time. That I recognized, and I couldn't even tell you what his name is.
I'm gonna figure it out. I don't think I recognize any of these people. That other show that you were talking about, the OA.
Yes.
I Googled the house that you were talking about.
Oh, yeah, the San Francisco house?
Yeah.
Does it exist?
Well, the house that it's based off of exists, and there's like a whole history to it.
Is it the same history that's in the show?
Oh, that would be interesting. Let me tell you about it.
Yeah, because they do go over the history.
Oh. So the Nob Hill house was...
So it's real, right?
Yeah. It was built after the San Francisco 1910 earthquake.
Okay.
It destroyed a lot of the city. Previous house was destroyed in a fire, and an engineer and a medium bought the land and planned to build a new one.
So that is the real history of it. Right?
I'm reading an article that just says the history of the Nob Hill House.
That is the history that they give you in the show, too.
Oh.
So I don't know if that's the real history or not.
It's actually unclear. I mean, they're talking about it like everything's real, but...
Is the house on Nob Hill real? Though the OA crew has not revealed whether the house is real, Nob Hill is an actual street in San Francisco.
Yeah, it's a whole neighborhood.
Okay, so the street is known for housing a number of historic mansions, one of which could be the house from the OA.
Oh, so we don't really know if it's real.
I guess we don't. I guess you're
mean,
going to have to take a trip to Nob Hill.
I go there often. I like to work out there. I was there this morning.
Oh, you should see if the house is there.
Well, how do I... Nob Hill's a neighborhood. How do I do this?
You just got to go around Nob Hill and look for the house.
What does it look like?
Let me try and find a picture. It's definitely... There's a big tree out front. It's green. It has a stained glass window at the top that looks like a rose. Let me see if I can find a picture. Okay. If you type in the OA Nob Hill house and go to Google Images, there is a picture of the house in the second row.
Oh, I see. That green thing?
Yes, the greenhouse. That's what it looks like.
Okay.
Oh, maybe that's the comparison right there?
Yeah.
Is that the real one?
Those are the filming locations. Oh, yeah.
That it looks like. Are you looking at the one that's split horizontally?
Yeah.
Yeah, the one on top is it in the movie, I think, and the one on the bottom, I think, is just the real place.
Oh, it does exist. You can click on the... I clicked on the map.
Oh, there's a... Okay, so go back to the Google Images.
Okay.
And go to that image that's split horizontally.
Okay.
And click on it.
Okay.
Where you at? It opened up like...
Yeah, I'm in the article.
Just a closer... Oh, okay. The Where's the OA House article? Yeah, so then if you scroll down, it shows you a bunch of different locations that they used in San Francisco.
Yeah, I've been to a lot of these.
Yeah, there's those stairs. I don't know what they're called.
Yeah, those are the 16th Street steps. There's other houses that are filming locations. What's this place?
The Treasure Island thing is interesting. You said there's nothing on Treasure Island.
Oh, okay, so this is funny. So remember I said there's nothing on Treasure Island? Then I got this email today that there's a food truck festival happening on Treasure Island this weekend.
Oh, wow. Maybe you should go.
I was thinking about it, actually.
There's gotta be... I mean, maybe there is nothing... I mean, what's on Treasure Island? There's gotta be something, right?
There's some things on it. It's kind of... Well, the funny thing is... So you probably don't remember this when you were here, but we went through it when we went over the bridge to get to where we went for Friendsgiving.
We went through Treasure Island.
Yeah, like Google image Treasure Island. You can see there's like a tunnel that the Bay Bridge goes over.
Oh.
Do you see it? So we went like
So it's an island, but it's in the middle of like two bridges. So I guess it's one bridge. It's the same bridge.
But I think when you go like on the actual island, there's like things, but I don't really know.
I think
maybe I should check.
Oh, it's an artificial island.
12 things to do on Treasure Island.
It was built in the 1936.
Apparently there's like things on it. Like there's a restaurant and there's a bar and there's like a museum to find out more about Treasure Island.
Yeah, it was a military base, it looks like.
Yeah, it looks like there's things on it, despite me thinking there was nothing on it.
Wow.
I think there's a winery on it, too. I think I was confused because of the fact that we just drive through it at one point.
Yeah, I guess, I mean, unless you're going to Treasure Island for the sake of going to Treasure Island, you would just never go there.
Right.
It sounds like the only things to do are to learn more about Treasure Island.
Right? How do you get to Treasure Island?
You just jump off the bridge once you get there.
Like when you're like in the middle, you just like, all right, this is where I'm going to go. And then you just tuck and roll.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm looking at it. Directions. Is there a boat I can take? Maybe you can ferry to it. Doesn't look like you can ferry to it. You can drive, though. Surprisingly, buses go there.
I wonder if anybody lives there. Does anybody live there?
You can live. Oh, no. Just kidding.
You can't live?
Nope. I was reading an article. It says you can live in San Francisco for your whole life and never set foot on Treasure Island.
That sounds about right.
You can live there.
Oh.
There's an article called How Treasure Island went from a former radioactive waste site off the coast of San Francisco to a $5 billion housing development.
Wow.
Wow is right. That seems weird. I can't imagine why you'd ever want to live there. Fascinating.
Yeah, I guess I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
If you want to live on an island, just go to a real island.
Yeah, seriously. Not like one that's between cities. I don't understand this. Okay. Well, I guess maybe if I'm going to go, now is the time because there seems to be a food truck festival happening.
I would definitely go for the food truck festival.
I don't know. It's far. I'm not convinced it's worth it yet.
Just get really hungry. But not too early, because if you get too hungry too early, you won't want to drive to get to the food trucks. You got to plan it so you're really hungry right when you get there.
I don't have a car, so I would have to take a bus there. Which would take an hour.
Yeah, that makes it less desirable.
It does. It really does. If you could take a ferry there, it would be more desirable.
Yeah.
Can you take a ferry? It appears not. Sad. They should have made that fun.
Yeah, they should. Somebody should start a ferry service.
Well, there is a ferry service.
Well, I mean specifically to go to Treasure Island.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not a thing. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah. Okay. I got a lot of social media invitations revolving the planning of my 10-year high school reunion. Oh. It's kind of hilarious, kind of frightening.
You would think I'd have heard anything about mine, seeing as it should probably be in May.
You were invited.
Is that what we determined?
I think so.
They have a Facebook group, I believe, but don't you think they would put something out?
You weren't invited to the Facebook group?
No, I think I was.
You should check it out. Anyway, I actively do not want to go. I don't think I will go.
Yeah, I have no plans on going to mine either.
But it is fun to see, like, all the people in this group. Some of the people, I'm like, who are you?
Yeah. Like, wait, you don't recognize them?
Names? No, I don't recognize all the names. You know what the problem is? Some people have gotten married, and I don't recognize new last names.
Yeah, changing their names up.
But it's kind of funny. But no, I definitely don't recognize everyone. You know everyone you graduated with?
Probably not everyone, but I feel like most.
Wow, that's impressive. I don't know.
I mean, it wasn't very big, my class.
It was like over 500 people.
I guess. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure if I went through a yearbook, there would be people I wouldn't recognize. Mm-hmm. Would there, though? That's weird to me. That seems weird that there's just people you, like, for all you know, you could meet them and you would never, no idea. You went to the same school because you don't know what they look like. That's weird to me.
Yeah, I don't know. Other people, then I, like, look at them when I do recognize their name, and I'm like, holy shit, that's what you look like now?
In a good way or a bad way?
I think both. There's a solid mix of both.
I agree. I've seen some people I knew in high school who have done pretty well for themselves, looks-wise. And then there's some others, not so much. Yeah, there's a pretty good mix.
Yeah. I like the high school couples that have married.
Do you like them or do you like them ironically?
I like them ironically.
Okay. Why? Do you think they're not going to last?
No, I think they totally are. And that's what I think is funny.
Do you have an example? Do you know anybody? I guess you don't have to say their names. Do I know anybody that you know?
You would know one of the couple.
Hmm. Are they married or just still together?
They're married and have a kid.
Oh, wow.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Yeah, I know a bunch like that.
Yeah, I really like them, ironically.
All right.
I'm currently stalking them right now.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Also, my other fascinating thing, like besides people that I'm just like looking at them and I'm like, wow, you look a lot better. Other people that I'm just like, wow, you look like you may have gotten cool.
Cool?
Yeah, like a weirdo loser turned cool.
Huh. What makes them cool?
I don't know. Like, appearance-wise, they just look like a homie. I'm like, wow, maybe we could have been friends now.
Just because they look different now?
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. I mean, when it comes to high school, everything's 100% judgmental. Nothing I'm saying is warranted by any means.
There's this guy who goes to the gym in Georgia who just posted a really old picture of him circa, I think, like 2006.
Okay.
And it's him wearing an Under Oath shirt. And I think it's funny. I've met a bunch of people that, knowing them now, when they're not teenagers anymore, I would not have guessed that they listen to that kind of music at any point in their lives. But there's a lot more people than I thought that did, I guess.
That's funny.
I tried really hard yesterday, maybe last night, I think, to find music from like old local bands that weren't really famous, like people like Aftertaste. I don't know if you know who any of these people are.
Okay.
And East Hazel Tango, Kidnapping Color.
Kidnapping Color, I know.
Yeah, Walrus. Just like local bands, but you can't find them anywhere anymore. And you know why? Because Pure Volume is not a thing anymore. Do you know Pure Volume?
I feel like I remember that.
PureVolume.com was the go-to music site before SoundCloud or Spotify or anything, and everybody's local bands would put their music up on Pure Volume. It was like...
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, PureVolume.com.
PureVolume.com is still a thing, though.
Yeah, but it's not a music library anymore.
Yeah.
It's like some pop culture website or something.
What a throwback. Pure Volume.
Yeah. Yeah, it was Pure Volume and MySpace, and people would take links to Pure Volume and put them in their MySpace background codes, so you'd have a song on your MySpace.
Yeah.
When people went to your page.
Oh my gosh. Oh, yeah. Look at this. I'm looking at images so I can see a picture of what it used to look like.
Wow.
The screen. Yeah, this is so funny.
Yeah, it was pretty basic if I remember.
Yeah.
It was just like gray and black.
And then like a picture of the group.
Yeah, they would have like a profile picture.
Yeah.
It was always a band photo.
This is so funny. Yeah. I feel like between this and like Limewire, you remember Limewire?
Oh my god, Limewire.
Like music used to be so just challenging to find.
God, Limewire and Kazaa.
Work for it. Oh, Kazaa. What does Kazaa look like?
You could download music for free, but also your computer would have 1 million viruses on it.
Yeah. That's so funny. I'm having fun now. I'm looking at all of these old things we used to use.
Yeah.
Way in the early stages of the internet.
Yeah, it was Pure Volume, MySpace, Friendster.
Yeah, I never had a Friendster.
I think Friendster. I never had a Friendster. Zanga? I think Zanga is what it was called. Might be as far back as I go.
Yeah.
I never had a Zanga, but I only knew one person who had a Zanga.
Can I tell you also something else that's funny? When you just Google search Pure Volume, there's also this conditioner that keeps coming up. Like hair shampoo.
Pure Volume.
Yeah. It's Pureology, Pure Volume shampoo and conditioner.
Pure Volume with this music. Put this music right in your hair, and you'll get the most volume.
You will get just pure volume.
Just put those headphones right up in your hair. Don't even worry about the ears. Just put it right up in your hair.
This is so funny. Wow. Okay. What a throwback.
Yeah. All right.
I was so tired. I got nothing else going on.
Yeah. Why don't we go ahead and call it?
Okay. Well, we mostly talked about movies and shows today.
Yeah, pretty much that's it.
It's top of mind for me because I'm actively looking for a new show to binge watch. So
you could try Humans.
Being Human?
Being Human you should definitely try.
Humans
with Gemma Chan.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I got some good ideas today. I'll see what the Twitter community thinks as well. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. You can find us on Google Play, Stitcher, iTunes, Spotify, Castbox, Libsyn. Did I miss any? That sounds good. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah, listen to us there, rate and review us, 5 stars, and then you can tweet at us at _podcafe, or you can email us at podcafe.contact@gmail.com, and we'll see you next week. But next week we're going to do potentially something different with some fellow podcasters.
Yeah.
So, tune in. It's going to be wild.